something that needs to be healed as in a physical thing or a mental thing, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. It can be physical, spiritual, mental, or emotional. It can be anywhere where you have energy that shows up as frustration, shows up as anxiety, shows up as feeling thwarted
As
instead
in
of.
a physical thing or a mental thing or
Hold on, I'm just muting on Facebook. Um, it's somewhere that it appears or feels like energy doesn't flow easily in that way.
yeah. So I have this dry eye issue, which is essentially the upper and lower lids of each eye. There's about 75 with both eyes, and my Bohemian glands have stopped functioning properly, and so I've been working on healing that. But I don't know if that's a blocked energy flow or
Yeah.
whether that's a belief, or
Oh,
both.
exactly. So, what happens is first there's spirit, then there's the mental realm, then we have the emotional realm, and then we have the manifestation in the physical realm. So, what's happening is usually anything to do with the eyes is something that you may not want to see, may not want to take responsibility for, something that you've seen that you're trying to block yourself from seeing. And there is a belief about it. So something happens, energy comes towards you, it comes towards you too quickly, it shocks the system. And then the mind says, oh, yeah, I can't see this, I can't deal with this. And then what happens is the body goes, okay, well, let's find some way to block us from, seeing or experiencing or feeling that. And then it manifests as what you're experiencing with your eyes. So let's just go in and take a look at physically what the energy is there, because this is always kind of like reverse engineering, and see if we can find out, if there's an incident there, find out what the belief system is about it. Because it's always the belief system that's going to bring into manifestation through the emotional body what the physical body experiences. The
Yeah.
emotion.
I have some thoughts around what that is,
Okay.
but it might be better for you to kind of see if you can sort through what it is, because I might be thinking something different than it actually is.
Yeah. The
Oh,
immediate message that I'm getting is that it's something that does not want to be seen. Um, which is, just easy. It's like people have issues with their ears. What do they not want to hear? People have issues with their throat. What is it that they're not able to say or communicate? You know, wherever the.
well, so for me, it's like I've had this lifelong fear of diseases or chemicals,
Mhm.
and so about 10 years ago, my wife was saying, look, if you're afraid of that, just don't look at it. So I don't know whether that was the incident that kind of set that in motion for me, or whether it was already set in motion.
Yeah, they just don't look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like my mom said to us when we were really young. It was funny. She said, um, "Watching scary movies is like feeding poison to the brain." So I just stopped watching scary
Yeah.
movies. You know, even movies like Jaws or whatever. It made complete sense. So let's just go into the energy of it. I want you to close your eyes and go ahead and take a beautiful inhale in through your nose. Bring that breath in, that life force, that prana, that chi, that key energy. Let it circulate throughout the physical vessel. And then as you exhale through the mouth, start to let your consciousness come out of the head and start to move down into the heart. My sense of you and our interactions is that you have a very, very tender and loving heart. You also have a very active mind that's constantly seeking, but there's a way to marry the two of you, the two of those aspects together. Okay. Take another beautiful inhale in through the nose. Kind of let yourself glide on the top of the breath. And then as you exhale through the mouth, continue to let your consciousness drop down into the heart. And then go ahead and take another gentle breath in through the nose. Let it fill you up completely. And then as you exhale, just really drop that consciousness down towards your heart. Beautiful. Next, I want you to breathe into the space in between your eyes, into your third eye. And then as you exhale, I want you to bring your consciousness back about 2 inches until you come into the center of your head. And there's actually an enormous cave there that's known as the Cave of Brahman. It's where the seat of the soul is. The pituitary and the pineal glands are there. That brilliant little pine cone shaped gland. And the third eye, the eye that opens inwards, the one that sees the truth rather than duality, which are seen through the 2 eyes that look outward. And there's an energy there that looks really fuzzy to me. Can you get a sense of that energy that I'm describing?
Not yet. No, it's kind of okay. I'm getting a sense of kind of a pale yellow.
Okay, perfect. Very good. If you could assign a shape to it, what shape is it?
It's almost like it's kind of morphine and stuff, but it's almost like a blob, with real no definition. It's not like a square or a circle. It's more like a blob.
All right. And if you could determine how big the blob is, how big would you say it is?
Probably about that big, bigger than my head.
Okay, thank you. So I actually, at this time, I want you to double the size of your body. So then rather than feeling like it's bigger than you, or even triple or quadruple the size of you, have it be so that you have perspective, like an objective perspective on this, rather than feeling like it's bigger than you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want you to tell me, how much does it weigh?
So a pound and a half comes to mind.
Okay, thank you. What temperature is it?
Well, it seems like it's hot. I don't have a specific temperature.
Okay, it's fine. Hot is great. Does it have any sensation or movement to it? You said it's kind of morphing. So is it like undulating? What's it doing?
It's kind of it's changing as we talk. So it's got a little bit of undulation. It's kind of slowing down.
Okay. Okay, very good. And what material would you say it's made of?
Looks like just energy to me.
Okay, thank you. What is its purpose? Ask it, why is it here?
Stop me from seeing things that I don't want to see.
Okay, thank you. So it's being really effective. I love that about energy. Energy is very, very efficient. Okay, good. I want you to breathe into it, and I want you to tell me, what are the feelings and emotions that are trapped inside of it?
Anxiety, angst,
Okay. So I want you to
fear.
breathe into that. Slow it down a little. I want you to breathe into the anxiety. Allow yourself to feel it. It's been a container for all these feelings. And now we're going to go in and we're going to clean house. So anxiety, I want you to breathe into the angst. So go ahead and take a breath into the angst. Beautiful. Now I want you to breathe into the fear. What is it that it fears? What is it that you fear?
Physical harm.
Say again?
I said physical harm,
Physical.
but really it's really It seems like it's, I hate to even say it, seems like it's fear of going blind.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So you understand that there's a law in quantum physics that says what you resist persists. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been a student of Yeshua's and the Course of Miracles long enough to understand that the body is illusory. Yes.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Okay. Yet here sits this beautiful, tender, raw little fear of going blind. And what guidance is telling me is that there is a lifetime that you spent in that condition. It was a
Yeah.
very, very hard lifetime for you.
Oh, you mean in past lives?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is is that anything that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'll tell you, my mom, I remember when I was little, like I'm the youngest of six, and she taught at a deaf, at the time it was called deaf, blind, and mute school. And, she described things at the time about people that were blind. And I think like for me, I developed that fear at that time. Like I was 5 or 6.
Okay. So what if you came in with that fear?
I think I probably did. I think it was probably part of my plan, the life plan, to kind of
Right.
deal
Right.
with this.
Exactly, because there was a lifetime in which you were, they're showing me that you were blinded rather than you were um, born blind. Can you allow your consciousness to go to when that was and where that was? I want you to just give me the first answer that comes to you. When was
It
that?
was it was like it was a bright flash of light. I don't know whether it was whether it was a physical thing. It seemed like it was a long time ago, maybe an iron rod.
Okay.
I
And
don't
you
know if
and
yeah.
there was a light that flashed and it blinded you.
Well, either that or it was a hot burning poker.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing more of a poker. I'm
Yeah.
seeing, like your eyes being gouged, like
Yeah. Yeah,
blinded.
that's what
But you
I'm
weren't,
getting that.
it didn't go into your brain, like it didn't kill you, but it blinded you.
Yeah.
Okay. And where was it? Just allow the very first thing that comes to come.
It's like England or France.
Okay. So somewhere in Europe. Okay. Hmm. And when that happened to you, they're showing me that you had a very, very difficult existence after that. There wasn't a lot of help. You were this blinded man. It feels like it was a punishment for something. Can you fill me in on any more of the story? Just let it come.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
play like a movie.
I'll tell you what I'm feeling right now is I have a strong sensation of love in my chest and my heart, and it's moving up into my throat.
Okay, beautiful. See if it can move up towards your eyes. See if you can allow it to move up. So it's coming from the heart chakra up through the throat chakra. See if you can take it up into the third eye, because it's love that's going to heal this. Bring it to that yellow mass.
It's turned green.
It's turning green.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. So green is when we send love out, and pink is when we receive love. And of course, the third eye chakra is that beautiful kind of indigo blue. What other feelings and emotions are connected to it? Yeah, it's starting to heal. Beautiful. A lot of guidance around you right now, helping you with this. Any other feelings or emotions connected to it?
Just a lot of love at the moment.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. There's a beautiful smile that you have on your face right now. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. So I want you to thank the energy that's been there for protecting you, for allowing you to not see what you didn't feel that you were ready, willing, or able to see. And let that energy know that you're willing to release it and let it go back to God, let it go back to source, and thank it. Just real gratitude and appreciation. That's the beautiful thing about the universe. Every thought is a prayer and every prayer manifests. And this is why we're told that if we can become really cognizant of what it is we're thinking, we would never think a negative thought. When we can bring love to something, we can release it. And Source always thanks us for returning the energy we've been quote unquote borrowing. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. So I want you to breathe into that third eye. And I want you to tell me, is there any feeling of unwillingness to see? Is there any feeling of fear of being blind that's left there?
My ego jumps in and says, well, you're, engineer. So, be careful about being, I don't think there is. I feel love at the moment.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. It looks pretty white. All right. So just for the purpose of this exercise, let's do this. I want you to take a beautiful inhale in. And I want you to surround that golden energy, that yellow energy, with a field of love, which looks like golden energy. Just completely embrace it. The fear that was there, the anxiety that was there. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, take that yellow energy and just glide it right out of the third eye until it goes about 3 feet in front of you. It's going to be so easy to do. There's so much love, it's just going to glide right out. Did you move it out of the body?
Yes.
Okay. Take another inhale in, and on your exhale, turn it white. And as you turn it white, it's just going to completely release any of that energy that had been there. Is going to just go right back to source, right back to God. Beautiful. And now ask one of the fairies to borrow their fairy wand. And I want you to tap that place inside of the third eye where the fear of being blocked and the place where it was kind of manifesting again lived. And that gorgeous fairy dust is going to heal that entire dynamic for you so that that love can live there in the third eye. You're telling me that they really want you to pay attention to your dreams because they're going to get really, really vivid. There's a place where this whole dynamic had been closing down a lot of the function of the third eye psychically, and just imbuing that with that much love is going to produce miraculous, the word they're using is miraculous healing. Beautiful. This look on his face, by the way, girls, is the look of love.
That's exactly what I want to say, is I love you.
Oh, love you too. Thank you for the sweet and kind messages that you write. They are just a real pleasure. I love receiving. Neil will write me and he'll just write me words of gratitude and appreciation, just these sweet messages. I'm glad that we're friends on Facebook now. That's cool.
Yeah, well, me too. And I'm glad our consciousness fabrics are intertwined.
Yeah. Okay, you can go ahead and open your eyes.
I just want to stay here.
Oh, okay. You're welcome to do that.
Thank you, Lynn.
Oh, you're very welcome, Neil. It's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that is our show for today. Neil, I've always got one of the things that I do that I think is my specialty is, I have a lot to say about a lot of things, but the tools that I use, I also teach. And if you ever want to learn them, I would love to teach them to you because you would take to them so well, especially as an engineer, because there needs to be, how engineers have this incredible mind for structure, and like you guys are good at playing chess because you know how to navigate things, These tools really come from a place of being able to have all of that. So if that's anything that you ever want to learn, it would be my delight to teach them to you.
Well, thank you. I'd love to learn all the tools that I possibly can. I want to help people. Of course, that's why I wrote my book, right? So
yeah,
everything I can do to help people, I will do.
Will you tell everyone the name of your book?
It's called A Higher Road. A Higher Road. Cleanse your consciousness to transcend the ego and ascend spiritually.
Beautiful.
A 7-step process to inner peace, love, joy, abundance, and prosperity by D. Neil Elliott. What's that?
Leave it to an engineer to have this huge title for a book.
Well, the title is A Higher Road. then there's the subtitle, then there's the tagline.
Exactly. All right, my dear. Well, thank you. We will continue our conversation on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate this today.
Yeah, this is going to be really powerful for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Hannah. I'm not sure why you didn't get a chance to guess a number.
A number.
Today?
Well, because Lynn, don't you usually choose people by guessing a number?
Sometimes.
So I work with Lynn. That's why we didn't do the number guessing today.
Hannah and Priyanka are actually two of the people that work with me. So you had the sole hot seat today, so it was easy to choose.
Well, that's fantastic. So any number would have worked. Okay, we're good.
I've actually been asked to choose a number before, even though I'm, on as the team. But today it was all about you. But yeah. Lynn's a dear friend of mine. I've known her my whole life. She's known my parents since before I was born. So
honest family.
It's a little bit interesting when we're working together because she's like an auntie to me. But yeah, I'm here in a professional capacity. So I'm glad that you got your one-on-one with her, though. It's pretty cool. I loved what we just did. It's beautiful. You look so relaxed and like glowing right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I feel great. So.
Yay. Enjoy, revel in it. Really.
Yeah.
Revel in it.
As a side note, can I just say something? I have eczema on my eyes and my ears. And it's extremely itchy and dry, and I'm constantly using like really high-end eye cream on my eyes, like $100 a bottle eye cream, and it drives me crazy. And like I have all these conversations with myself, like what am I creating? Like why do I have dry? And I've gotten to a place where like I just have surrendered, and it's like, okay, I just need to really moisturize my eyes. And then it's like, so, and I have to so psychologically like back up and go like, okay, in order to heal my eyes, I must moisturize my eyes, and then get to a place mentally where it's like, this is just part of loving myself, is just doing the moisturizer. I can't even tell you how annoying it is putting moisturizer on my eyes like 4 times a day. I'm like, I don't want to put moisturizer on my eyes again. I'm sick of putting moisturizer on my eyes.
So like, Hannah, the message that I just got is reach out to Damaris.
Okay.
Because Damaris, tell her exactly what we did with Neil, and tell her to take you in, because she's definitely the one to help bring you through to the other side of that.
Oh, thanks. I've gotten to a place of peace with it where I'm just like, you know what? This is what my body needs. And that's what I'm going to give it, you know?
I disagree. There's a conversation, and very much like Neil, when there's something like that, there's something that was really hard for you to see, and you know, it's healable, I guess I want to say.
Interesting. Okay, honey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I got to go find something to eat because it's 2:30 and I haven't done that yet.
Bye. Thank
Thank you, Lynn. Thanks,
Thanks,
Priyanka.
thanks.
Welcome.
Bye, Hannah.
Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.